This will be just a very brief commentary on the election of our new Pope, Pope Francis I. And so far, I am very encouraged. He certainly seems like a very good man. Of course, that doesn't necessarily mean he will make a good Pope. Will he be strong enough to challenge the forces of the Antichrist? And I was inspired to read in the book of Esther about Mordecai, because as I've always said, Mordecai is a precursor of Petrus Romanus, the last pope. Is Pope Francis I, Petrus Romanus, a good pope, or is he an anti-pope? In other words, the false prophet. Let's read the book of Esther, chapter 8, verse number 15. And Mordecai, going forth out of the palace, and from the king's presence, shone in royal apparel. This reminds me so much of Pope Francis greeting the crowds in St. Peter's. To wit, of violet and sky color, wearing a golden crown on his head, and clothed with a cloak of silk and purple. And all the city rejoiced and was glad. Now what's very interesting is that Mordecai appeared to the public this way on the 13th of the month. And I think that's very significant. 13, of course, is also a Fatima day. And in the book of Esther, Mordecai appeals to Esther, who symbolizes Mary, who appeals to Ahasuerus, who symbolizes Jesus, and of course, Jesus crushes the Antichrist through the prayers of Mary's rosary. And I am very hopeful that Pope Francis I will be a good pope and will lead the church in these times of tribulation. Thank you for watching.